Exclusive. Kevin Costner's legal battle erupts. Radar lifts the lid on the explosive harassment lawsuit filed by ex-stuntwoman over violent and unscripted rape scene in his flop Western film. For more than 30 years, Kevin Costner has been toiling on Horizon, an American Saga, an epic film series about the American West. RadarOnline.com can reveal his goal, he explained on August 18th, has been to address themes relevant to that time period, including the impact of the American Civil War, the relationship between settlers and Native Americans, the challenges faced by European immigrants seeking a better life, and the foundational role played by women of the time, including the violence and difficult conditions they faced. But according to a stand-in on the second movie in his Horizon series, that vision has been deeply compromised. In May, stuntwoman Devyn LaBella filed suit against the actor and the saga's production companies, claiming she was the victim of a violent, unscripted, unscheduled rape scene directed by the Oscar winner for the second of 4 planned Horizon movies while serving as a double for actress Ella Hunt in 2023. In her sexual harassment and hostile workplace environment complaint, LaBella, who's seeking unspecified damages, alleges she was left with permanent trauma she'll have to address for years to come. The May 2nd filing took place just one day after Costner was blindsided by divorce papers from second wife, Christine Baumgartner. Marty Singer, the 70-year-old star's lawyer, initially called the suit a shakedown. Now, Costner has gone further, branding LaBella's claims a bold-faced lie in his own court filing. My belief is that Devyn's claims were designed, through the use of false statements and sensationalistic language, to damage my reputation, the Hollywood legend wrote in a lengthy declaration, calling the claims against him absolutely false. He alleged LaBella wants to embarrass him and hurt the Horizon movies in order to gain a massive and unjustified payday. Moreover, having to read about and address her allegations involving the words rape and assault, Kevin added, has been an absolute nightmare. A source told RadarOnline.com, the Dances with Wolves star is fighting these heinous claims with everything he's got, adding that the 3-time Golden Globe winner has said from the start that it's a classic stick-up lawsuit that has zero merit whatsoever. His lawyer has asked a judge to dismiss LaBella's suit at a hearing. According to LaBella, Kevin improvised a scene in which an actor aggressively raked up her skirt and straddled her. In June, she amended her lawsuit to include text messages she exchanged with the film's intimacy coordinator, Celeste Chaney, a day after the shot was blocked, in which she described it as an abomination and listed questions about how it was handled before asking, who is going to take responsibility for the abuse of power, negligence, and ignorance on set? The intimacy coordinator, who wasn't present during the alleged incident, has backed LaBella, calling the shot a violent rape scene that was unexpectedly sprung on the actors and stunt professionals, also noting LaBella did not have the appropriate modesty garments to ensure adequate coverage, safety, or protection. Costner maintained that's not what happened. He said LaBella's privacy was fully maintained, which was confirmed in explosive photos of her and others taken on set that day that he submitted with his filing during the moments in question. In a special motion to strike LaBella's complaint, Costner's attorney stated LaBella was laughing and smiling during the blocking of the shot, which Costner clarified was rehearsed but never filmed, and was only a build-up and foretelling of a rape that occurs off-screen and not itself a simulated rape. According to the director, it involved the simple act of moving the hem of the dress from the ankle to the knee, and an actor swinging his leg over her and ending up on all fours to create a moment of absolute clarity for the audience to absorb what would happen off-screen. In addition to his own account, Costner's legal team submitted a gushing text LaBella sent to her supervisor 9 days later, thanking him for these wonderful weeks, as well as the sworn testimony of a dozen respected, veteran film crew members with personal knowledge of the facts at issue. 2 of those have surfaced publicly and support Costner's version of events. Wade Allen, the stunt coordinator who hired and supervised LaBella and was there during shot blocking, insisted that at no point that day did she evidence any distress or discomfort or any concern about what she had been asked to do, per Variety, adding that LaBella gave him a thumbs up before and after the run-through of the scene he said involved no intimacy, no nudity, no sexual conduct or sexual movement of any kind. The other performer in the shot, actor Roger Ivans, also challenged what he called a false and sensationalist description of their scene as depicting a violent rape. It is not what happened, Ivan said. This was not in any way, shape, or form a simulated sex scene. The truth matters, Costner wrote in his declaration, which is why, even at the high cost of this lawsuit, both financial and personal, he clarified, I will always speak up to defend myself and my crew against false allegations. He also countered LaBella's claim she suffered career consequences for speaking out and hasn't been hired by the stunt coordinator since May 2023. It's absurd, he said in his declaration, since filming on Horizon 3 hasn't started. LaBella's attorney, James Vagnon, hit back at Costner, calling his account continued evidence that one of Hollywood's most powerful men is trying to skirt accountability for reckless and harmful behavior. According to LaBella's lawyer's statement, claims that Devyn's professional demeanor on set discredits the assault she endured is not only insulting to victims everywhere, but directly disproven by multiple eyewitness accounts and irrefutable evidence from the immediate aftermath of the incident, including phone calls, text messages, and a scathing report from the production's intimacy coordinator. This baseless motion is nothing but a desperate delay tactic from a panicked legal team with no real defense. The only things damaging Costner's reputation, Devyn's legal team added, are his own reckless, harmful behavior and the offensive narrative he's spreading to cover it up. The legal drama isn't the only issue plaguing Costner's Horizon series. He self-funded much of his passion project, investing at least $38 million and even mortgaging some of his property to help finance it. After the first installment, which combined with the second had a reported budget of $100 million, made just $38.7 million. At the worldwide box office last summer, the theatrical release of Chapter 2 was delayed. Something Costner confessed last September probably was a reaction to Chapter I's underperformance. However, it didn't have overwhelming success. With an estimated net worth of $250 million, the Bodyguard star is still a very wealthy man, the source told RadarOnline.com. But he's been hit hard with some major financial setbacks in recent times. His contentious divorce from second wife Baumgartner, 51, the mother of his 3 youngest kids, ended with a judge deciding in 2023 that their prenup would stand. Yet Baumgartner hardly walked away empty-handed, receiving a $1.5 million lump sum and $63,000 a month in child support. He's still sore about that to this day, added the source. And sinking all that money into Horizon, only to see it struggle with audiences, was another hammer blow. Horizon's setbacks, Costner insisted last year, have only made him want to forge ahead with the planned 4-part epic. Sometimes when things don't come to us easily, we want to just step away. But there's something in me that only increases my desire when something is not working, he said, adding, when I feel rejection, unlike anybody else, when I open my eyes from my disappointment, my desire is only increased.